So, the advice by the National Weather Service and basically all major reputable disaster organizations tells you that if you are caught out in the open during a tornado, you should go into a ditch versus an overpass. And many people find this to be ridiculous, and so I made a little Microsoft Paint drawing here to explain why. So, if you look at this drawing that I handy dandily made, we have our car, we have our person, we have our big tornado in the background, and then we have our overpass here coming across, right? This person parks their car underneath the overpass and then climbs up on this hill to get underneath this overpass. And in theory, it sounds great. You have a solid concrete barrier over your head, all of that. It's out of the way, things won't fall on you, that kind of stuff. However, it is incredibly unsafe to do so because of what is called the Venturi effect. So essentially, when things moving at a high pressure move into an area that is constricted, in order to save energy, that speeds up, and that includes wind. So as the tornado passes over this overpass, it is going to speed up the wind inside that overpass to even higher than it already is. What this does to you if you take shelter in an overpass is now that you will have elevated yourself off ground level, being up in the actual tornado itself, you are being pelted by debris, 2x4s, glass, whatever, and essentially being sandblasted by the debris that has been picked up by the tornado already. Many of the people that took shelter in the overpasses in the Moore tornado in 1999 had their skin literally sandblasted off by the tornado winds. This also gives the winds in that overpass from the tornado a much larger target to suck you out of that overpass because you have elevated yourself and also created more surface area for winds to impact you and potentially rip you out of there. Now, if you use the conventional advice given by basically every major disaster service, that if you are caught out in the open, to find the lowest point you can and lay down. You see here we have our roadway right here, we have our ditch and our person, we have our tornado right here. This tornado passes over you. Not only is it significantly harder to hit you with flying debris because you were down in an actual ditch, you have protection on two sides, the only thing that's going to hit you is from above. You also don't have as much surface area that can be picked up and pushed and suck you out of that ditch. You not only have a significantly better chance of surviving a tornado in a ditch, but you have a significantly better chance of not having life-altering injuries in the aftermath of that tornado.